Hello, hello. Welcome to ARMA League Season 2, Hanchans 31 and 32. Final set of Hanchans for the group stages. Before we get into it, we're going to have a quick brief over the rules again. So we are playing with Aka Ari. So red fives on, no bankruptcy. Head blump in place of double or triple run. Rounded Mangan, no abortive draws. 30-10 Uma with an Oka at 30,000 points. I am JCakes, and I am joined by SBT. Hello, SBT. And yeah, we've got an exciting set of games coming to you guys. And in order to show the excitement, we're gonna have a quick brief over the schedule for the day. So we're down here at the final set of Hanchans for the group stages. After 8 long, hard weeks, we're gonna see which teams make it over. So these are the games that are being played for today, and you know what, me and SVT, we've got our biases. We're going to be watching two games basically decided beforehand, which is the top left and the bottom middle, because they do contain, if you look at the standings, you'll see why, because they do contain these places 6 to 9, which are about as the teams that are most likely to be competitive for the cutoff. You know, these are the teams that you should to focus on. Every other team is either far too far away from the cutoffs or very far away from being in danger. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how everything shakes out, especially because like this table has a lot of interactions between Chewy and Wallaby. Because neither of those teams are really gonna want to be the last place and, you know, stand in the way of Khan for Fun, who try to be getting first places and, you know, upsetting those balances. Yeah, so that is what we are going to be watching. Have you got anything to say to your countrymen? Because Khan for Fun is they are the cutoff boys. They are the ones, you know, they're coming at them with knives. They're being like, give us the spot. We want to make it to the top 8. You got any words for SA?
Okay, I've advised where possible.
Okay.
It is up to them to pull out the miracle here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've given them the same advice I give everyone. You know, don't fight with your heart on your sleeve. No fear here.
No fear. All right. Well, you heard from SBT giving SA the advice of fight with no fear, and they're gonna have to play with no fear. They need those first places. They need at least one first place tonight, unless one of those two teams hits a disaster 4-4. But they're probably gonna need at least one first tonight. But one first immediately throws them into the mix. You know, like very very easily, just slam jam. You know, just right into the middle of things. So it's.
I really like the way they've actually scheduled today's matches. They've put their glass cannon out in first.
Is Genji the glass cannon?
Genji is most definitely the glass cannon on the team, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're probably definitely hoping that he takes a first here, so that they go into the next match with a little bit of safety, you could say. Well, we'll worry about that after East 1. Here we go.
Yeah, East 1, we have Gwills in the East seat, Chewy in the South seat, Jaffa in the West seat, and Wallaby in the North seat. Dora is the 9 seed. We already see Gwills opening up with a monster hand. Jesus.
Yeah, Gwills is very fast looking here. Ishanten already. Tanyao Pinfu. As dealer's not bad.
Definitely not. And well, okay, well, sometimes we get depressed and it's just Pinfu, but I mean, how depressed could we realistically be with this?
Yeah.
How
hard do you want to squint? There's technically a weird ass Sunshocker here, but there's also a Pinfu Sunmenchan. So like,
yeah.
I think no matter what, you're happy with how this hand turns out.
There are very few ways this hand does not end well for us. You're probably thinking at this point that you're in the lead with the hand. You may not have all the value because you can't really use the 9 Sodora, but you're the dealer with the oh, okay, well, speak of the devil. Are they going to force it? No, they're not. No. I was wondering if they're going to force it in or not, but no, they decided to cut it earlier.
Yeah.
But, you know, all that good stuff.
I guess the way you can look at it also is that Tanyao and Adora are worth the same anyway. Like, sure, you could draw the 1 bamboo here, but, you know, you'd have to wheel so far around to incorporate that 9 bamboo that it's just not worth it.
Yep. Oh, and we do see a Tenpai here. It's actually the cheapest Tenpai, unfortunately, for them, because it will be waiting for the 1-4, so for Richi... oh no, sorry. It's not the cheapest Tenpai. That's not bad. It is still Pinfu, Reach Pinfu. Takame Tanya on the 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 tiles left in the wall for Gwills. And well, what can the other players really do? There's Ishan 10 on our right here for Chewy, but yeah, they're not even willing to fight on the Suji to the 6-pin. They're actually just capitulating at this point. Well, yeah, they're pretty much capitulating at this point. Anyone else in a fighting position? Wallaby, he's got a pretty nice hand. Well, what do you reckon they'll do after a 4-man draw?
Sorry, I was just looking around. After a 4-man draw, I don't know, like, in Wallaby's situation, they're title dreaming, no?
Yeah, they're title dreaming. Oh, no. Wallaby is Dark Flame Curse Totoro. Yeah.
Oh, that's, it's a very interesting situation. I've given the advice where you need to play without fear. But, do what I say, not what I do. I'd be very scared of making mistakes in the Wallaby situation, because any 4-fear puts your team in a very bad predicament.
Yep.
I don't foresee them pushing even with the 4-man here, I feel.
Yeah. It does feel like everyone is basically folded at this point.
Yeah. There's no indication that there's no indication that 4-Bimbo is safe. I don't think you can push.
Yeah. Still 3 outs in the wall. Oh my god.
Yeah.
2 Forsos left. Then he's still only got 1 draw left. Is it just going to be a block in the wall? A block in the dead wall, rather? Yeah, it's just a block in the dead wall. 3 of Gwills' weights are eaten up by the dead wall, unfortunately, and that puts us into Ryukyoku with Gwills being the only person Tenpai. SBT, could you run the stream real quick?
Yeah. So we've got East 1-1 with 1 stick in the middle, early East pawn from Wallaby. Looking for a 5-Bamboo pickup from Gwills, advances the hand a little bit towards an poker shove. Another pawn from Wallaby. Going for a very fast hand here, looking to just grab that one Honda and 1k in the middle. Meanwhile, looking around at Jaffa Orange and Chewy, not all too much going on there. We got a 4-5-6 for Chewy, but other than that, there's not much in their hand. He's going to need a lot of help for that hand to work out. Chi Toy opportunities here now for Gwill. Picking up another 3-pin for 4 pairs now. Might go towards that Chi Toy depending on what they draw next. Pair of the Hatsu is paired off for Jaffa and Pond as well as Wallaby cuts at that turn. We're definitely looking at a fight between Wallaby and Jaffa Orange here. 8-pin as well pushes them 1 step forward. Tenpai shapes could be very good here. Elsa has the opportunity to incorporate the Dora off for Jaffa. 5-man for Wallaby. It just makes the hand a little bit more shapely. Chewy advances the hand here. Not the greatest advancement mode. Tenpai now for Jaffa Orange. 1 forward-man. We're looking at another 4 in the wall somewhere. 6-Bamboo for Gwills can move towards that Ipeko shape now, except there's some very awkward shapes there. Having already cut the 4-pin, it's going to be very difficult to get a good end weight.
Sorry, just addressing the choppiness in the stream issues. I carved the bitrate. Sorry, if that doesn't improve things, I don't know what else will.
Yeah, we adjust things on the fly here at ARMA.
Hey, look. I have the same setup for 6 weeks and it just suddenly stopped working. All right. Anyways, not important. I hope that works, although I'll keep an eye on it and I may go silent if it doesn't look like it's working. Anyways, sorry, I'm interrupting you. What's going on?
I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. That's it. We have 10-5 for Jaffa Orange, and now Ishan 10 for Wallaby, and everyone else is a little bit too far away to compete. Chewy has made the hand a lot better since a couple turns ago. We do see that from their pawn that they basically cut something from the hand every turn. Sumo here. for Jaffa Orange, 2,000 into the pocket, plus the 1,300 from the middle. Ace 2, finally. We have West as the door and 2 in Chewy's hand as the dealership.
Yep, alright. Looks like it's all settled. Anyways, yes, West, 2 Dora. Probably just going to try and rush towards the closest Ricci hand because they've got no way to cash in that Dora very well. I actually just see no open Yaku. I can't even imagine one.
Honestly, this looks like just a very fast, okay, I go for any reach hand.
Yep.
There's a couple options here, and I feel like Cheetoy was one of them, but he was definitely not going towards Cheetoy. Picking up that 8 bamboo is really good. You get it decides to cut the pretty bad 1-2 shape here. So I feel like Chewy's definitely posturing in a way where no matter what their end weight is, they're gonna have a good end weight.
Yeah. They'll either be on a Shabo or pretty much Youngman. It's actually just about how much Chewy's going to be willing to keep that Cheetoy alive. Because...
And I feel like the way they've played it so far is very straightforward. You keep the Cheetoy possibility alive, but you don't just hardline into it.
Yeah.
Cutting the South is pretty good. There's already 1 South in the dead wall, so you might as well keep the extra 6 months to build a better shape off of. Yeah, so I really like this play from Chewy.
I don't think I like it all too much personally. Like,
really?
Well, because
it's very slow, I guess.
Yeah, it's slow, and the 6 mon is probably not the tile that I would take a stand on in being so many upgrades, because it's not the classical mid tile, right? It's already got half its upgrades cleaved off by the 3-4 mon already in your hand. I mean, like a 4-so is probably preferable because you can build the 3-4-5 sound chokers. You can get like 3-4-5 sound choker Dora 2. But I don't know if I'm certain that the 6 mon is the tile I would have gotten rid of the South pair for. Because again, that Honor Shabo is pretty strong if you can get it early on. But
yeah, I do see your point. Except there was also the point that just reach in general is a little bit far away.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that like it's bad to throw it away from mid tile. I just don't think the 6 mon to be doing. And they are in Ishan 10. They're actually trying to go for that 3-4-5 Sound Joker, which makes a lot of sense considering that they do want open Yaku if they can find one. 10 Pi for Jaffa, waiting for the 2-pin 7 mon Dharma because of no Dora.
Yeah, there's absolutely no value there. Like, there is literally just nothing there.
Yeah. So they're just...
I guess it's Ura free. Where's the reach? There's Ura free.
Oh yeah. Oh, 10 Pi here for Chewy. But it'll be on the... Yep, it is on the 7 so Sha wait. Very awkward Shabo, but there is 1 Shah on the wall, and... Yeah, there's 1 Shah on the wall. Sumo that Shah. Hit an Ur as well, and then all of a sudden reached Sumodora 4. Yeah, reached Sumodora 4 is already a Hanuman. Alright, never mind. Wait's unable to beat Sumo, so Wallaby has to deal in, but Wallaby gets into Tenpai with the 6-9, so and now Chewy is in a lot of trouble here. Oh my god! Wait!
That's danger!
So, we saw Gwills, Khan, Haku give themselves Dora 3, then immediately deal in on the Khan tile, and gave Wallaby Ura 3, then dealing into a Hanemon into Wallaby, which is going to be great for Wallaby. That happened too quickly, I couldn't even process what happened.
There's a lot of things that happened there, and I should also mention that Gwills got Tenpai off of that. I think they got Tenpai off of that Khan as well. Stream on my end's a little bit choppy, so I didn't get to see. No, they drew the 9-1 naturally. Okay. Yeah, they drew the 9-1 naturally.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What are we now? East 3?
Yeah, we're East 3, although it was very brave for them to be carting into 2 Richis on a completely safe tile. But, I don't know. Early Hatsu cut here for Jaffa, purposefully signaling they want a cheap hand. Oh, they want this to be a cheap round, rather. Actually, no, that was Gwills first. Yeah. Oh, everyone's not really got too much, to be honest. Everyone's got awkward shapes. It's actually just about which awkward hand makes it first. I think it's particularly expensive either. Only 1 Aka 5 on our left here from Wallaby, and Yeah, no, this is kind of a boring hand. Not really much going on.
I mean, I was drawing Gwills right now. Like, that hand itself looks like it has the most potential to be something at least.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's a lot of 2-pins already in Wallaby's hand. Not that Gwills knows that, but his, like, the weights for that hand are quickly evaporating.
Gwills also might be kicking themselves for cutting that Hatsu, because if they draw into the Chitoi Tenpai, they really wanted that Hatsu monkey. Yeah, they're going to be kicking themselves if it's off that way.
Yeah.
5-pin progresses Jaffa's hand, but it's always going to be a bad raid Ricci only, so I don't know how happy Jaffa can be with that hand.
I mean, it's still a reach, but at the same time, this is Tempa here. It's still a reach, but at the same time, like, I don't think the team Atasuki, yes?
Yeah.
The team doesn't exactly well.
Why do we talk? Why do we spoke too soon? Reach imparts Tsumo only 2,000 points all, moves to East 3-1. Okay. I was gonna actually respond to your point being like, they don't need the points, but since they are on top, they can play normally, and so if they perceive that playing normally means that they'll reach the Kanchan as dealer, they'll probably just reach the Kanchan. There's no need to like alter any playstyles. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I do see your point there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I wasn't expecting it. I'm just like, oh, Kanchan 8, so 3 left.
I mean, if you're expecting the Kanchan sumo, you might as well, right?
Alright, so we're looking around, and I think like we sort of see like playstyles come into effect. We can sort of see Chewy has like the decision points, because the hand with the Haku looked very much like a Honetsu, but they've sort of allowed it to have an option for a normal hand because of the 7-so Dora, and in fact drawing that other 7-so is going to make their hand pretty expensive pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's already gone.
Yeah, a Honetsu, or like Honetsu is the same value as 2 Dora.
Yeah.
So you might as well just keep it around and see where you go from there.
Yeah. I think they only had 1 Dora though when they had the Haku, and then they drew
they had
Dora.
They had the 7-9 shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, play like this is a nice in between, I feel.
Yeah.
Because you can still pawn that east.
Well, now that you've got the pair of 7-so, you definitely just play it as fast as possible. There's no need to
definitely.
overthink it. Just about when Jaffa's going to release that east. If he's going to release it. Oh, he does. So it releases the east, early Tenpai for Chewy, waiting for the Contra 2-mon for Ton Dora-san. 2-mon is a little bit vulnerable from Jaffa's hand, unfortunately. Especially if they fill in that shape correctly. Because very likely they'll draw, even if they draw the 4-7 pin, they're going to cut the 2-mon and a lot of trouble, unfortunately.
This is it's very dangerous Tenpai. It's very quick, very early. You don't exactly expect a Tenpai this early to just randomly be worth 8,000.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, they draw correctly. They draw the out. They draw the. They needed to draw either the 2-mon or the north, so they don't drop that 2-mon for Tenpai, and now they're ready for Ricci Dora 1, waiting for the 4-7 pin, and now it is okay. So on the surface, I guess Chewy's hand is more expensive more often. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 4-7 pins versus 1 2-mon left in the wall. Oh, Dora live?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no! 2-mon comes out from Jaff's hand, dealing into Ton Dora 2 Aka 1. I cannot believe Gwil released that.
Wait,
Dora.
what?
Yeah, that was quite a icy tile to release, but didn't get punished for it, so it is what it is. But that 8,000 point boost is going to be very, very nice for Chewy.
That could have ended disastrously, and I do wonder what the reasoning was. I guess there's a possibility that they just ran out of time and had to click a random tile.
Yeah, that's possible, but
yeah. But that's a question for another time, I feel.
Yeah. Either or, Chewy's going to be happy getting that tile, and it doesn't really matter why for them. Alright, as we enter into East 4, new doors to March. Chewy filling out their hand very, very quickly.
There's a lot of awkward shapes just filled up very quickly there.
But
There's still the 2/4 shape, but yeah, the rest of the hand kind of plays itself.
Wallaby is also catching up to speed on turn already. But you shouldn't have a very powerful like reach pin for Eiko. Ideally, they can draw a 5 pin and they're there as well. Although they could just draw that, and if they get rid of the 8 mark. Headless is on 10.
They're probably thinking what I'm seeing here is that they're probably thinking about either like the 4 Bamboo or the 6/7 Mon. I felt like
Yeah, maybe
they were thinking about there.
Right, we see Chewy inching ever closer. Oh, Tenpai, very nice Tenpai for Wallaby. Ideally, they take the 2/5 so away, but reach Fedora 1. Yep. 1, 2/5 so away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is 2 tiles left in the wall for Wallaby right here. And we're gonna see how aggressive Chewy decides to play against their direct. Oh, it's not their direct competitor, but they play against DFCT. Oh, not that aggressive at all. They choose the 6 man to avoid Nakasuji over the live east, avoid dealing in.
It's very interesting. Like the previous hand, Chewy played very aggressively, just shoving through like a bunch of Musiji, it looked like from memory. But this hand, they don't have the same value they have, and they're nowhere as close as Tenpai. So playing defensively here is completely fair, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it does actually look like all the other players are bowing out to the. Oh, never mind. Oh, Gwills might actually be in a lot of trouble here.
Gwills is in a lot of trouble here. Frankly, the only way they get out of this is if they don't Tenpai.
Yeah, no, you're right. If they don't Tenpai. Oh, or if Wallaby Tsumo's first. And Wallaby else Tsumo reaches Tsumo, pin through Dora 1. 1 Uro would make it a manga. No Uro, but 2,600 points all, moving us to East 4-1. New Dora is the 7, so. 2 Dora here for Gwills in a completed shape, but a Roundcon and 2 Hanchans does make their hand a little bit awkward. Lots of honors there for Jaffa, so not really much. And Pinzu Hanetsu chance here for Wallaby.
Yeah, holding on to those honors instead of the 2 Bamboo. Definitely respecting the possibility there.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's more than a possibility. Point. Chewy already is Shan 10, especially if they can get that 5 so as well. They're gonna be pretty happy. It'll be about if they decide to Dharma or not, because they do see a very scary hand opposite them. Okay, they probably will Dharma that. So
Grill's rounding out a Hanchan shape here as well.
Early Tenpai here for Chewy, waiting for the Kanchan 5, so now waiting for the 605 mark, because they probably see it's easier to build a block out of. Oh my god, Wallaby.
Each.
Okay, Tenpai for Gwills, waiting for the Pen San Pin for Ricci Dora 2. Still 3 pins left in the wall, but the big worry is that Wallaby is making a lot of progress.
No. Oh no!
Oh, Furi 10 Sanmen-chan Ricci chase here for. Oh! Okay. Furi 10 Sanmen-chan.
What's our way? Are we there? No, we're not there.
No, now we're there.
Each.
Now
what
we're there.
The fuck?
Yeah. Now they're there. I think that's a 3. Is that a. Oh, it's a 258 pin?
It's 258, yes?
I think it's 258 pin. Yeah. 258 pin versus Pen 3 pin versus 147 so Furi 10, while Jaffa just watches from the sidelines being like, yeah, I know what? I didn't want to play this hand anyways. But that is what was that? Menchin Pinfu Ipeiko?
I don't know.
I can't read that hand properly. I think you have to hit certain things before it becomes.
You have to
Ipeiko?
hit. Yeah, you have to hit specific tiles for it to be a Pego. 5-pin is one of those tiles.
Oh.
I think 5-pin's the only tile for it to be a Pego here. I think.
Yeah. Where are all these weights? Oh my god! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 4 7 so left, I think. Oh, isn't there 8-pin? Okay, it's just 2 5-pin. Alright, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 5-pin versus 1 3-pin. So each of these active competitors has one time. Oh! Bailed out on the pen 3-pin way, dealing into reach. Dora Aka Ura, saving everyone from whatever that hand was. I'm pretty sure that was a Sanbai Monsumo. I think it was like Reach Tsumo Pinfu Ipeiko Menchin Dora 1 or something like that.
Yeah, Gwill's keeping the game interesting, managing to cut the head off of that hand.
Absolutely, yeah.
South 1.
It definitely it got into a crab knife fight at the very end when everyone had one tile left in the wall. And it was a very brave Ricci from Chewy to be chasing last place with a Furiten. But I mean they didn't deal in, so I guess it was worth it. Yeah.
Well, 8-pin B draw is there. 8-pin B draw there feels pretty strong, but it doesn't really matter. Chewy's already Tenpai.
Waiting for the 5-8 mark for Reach Pin Fudora 1. Proletariat hand and Patsumo. Very, very nice. Reach at Patsumo Pin Fudora 1. Uro will make it a Hanuman.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Gwills. Had they didn't even get a chance to make use of their dealership here. And Chewy surges into lead as well.
No chance, and now it's Chewy with the lead.
Something uncle for Gwills. Don't actually think that helps them all too much. Like, it's a step forward, but no, there's no value in the hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does sort of seem like Gwills might have to just go for like a Reach Tanya or something like that. Although, with that 6-so draw, we've had a Chitoi, Toy, Saranko, or if you draw really well.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah, there's something coming together there. That's definitely like a, let's put it in the oven and come back in 30 minutes to check on it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to see what comes out. In terms of the other players, Wallaby with not all too much, Jaffa with some pretty nice shapes, but pretty low value unless they can get that Haku, like get another one out of here, which they do. And Chewy with a lot of nice isolated tiles, but not really much. It looks like Gwills is settling for a 1,000 point hand.
There's still the Toy possibility here.
Maybe. It's gonna be pretty hard, though. Oh, okay, no, it's got easier. Okay.
Chewy's hand is also coming together. A little bit far away compared to Gwills though, but there's a little bit more value there, I think.
Yeah.
Should also mention Wallaby Zishan 10. Looks like it's just reach only though.
Well, it ends up on a good way to. That's never. Oh, 5-man Anchor puts Jaffa into Tenpai. I want to take it for the Kanchan 2, so for Ricci Dora 1. And he do decide to take it despite the fact there are 2 Tusos already out and leaves him with 1 live in the wall. Maybe trying to put a lot of pressure onto Bills, maybe?
Yeah, I think this is definitely a pressuring the open player hand.
Well, Gwills cannot use that Tuso, and we've seen Gwills play quite aggressively tonight, so they may cut it if they draw into Tenpai. Yeah, they may just cut it if they draw Tenpai, but they may just Tenpai first, so we'll have to see what happens. Oh, 6-man will on Gwills into Tenpai now, waiting for the 6-so 4-man. 1 4-man versus 1 2-so left in the wall. Toy Toy Tan Yao is a very, very important hand for Quills because it will launch them at least into third place.
Yeah, Guil's just hard shoving here.
Ooh, Chi from Chewy wanting to posture for Tenpai potentially, but unless they want to be cutting that 5, so they will need to carn off that 5, so it's a bit risky when you've got a dealer. Oh, nice! 4-man Simmer there for Quills, yeah.
Last possible tile.
Yep. Anyao Toy Toy 1,300, 2,600 moves us along to South 3. Jaff's dealership Dora's the 3-man Quills opening up a very, very pretty hand.
Yeah, Guil's is definitely keeping this game very interesting. First place might be a little bit far away, but it's still within reach. Like a good hand here and a relatively sized hand next round. You know, definitely still within the running for first place. And if we just take a look across the board, the scores are still pretty tight.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
so we're going to get a very interesting South 4 here, I think.
Yeah, Chewy's first is by no means close to secure, especially even if Gwills is Sumo as a Mangan, then well, they're suddenly in first place.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of damage. I mean, like, look at Gwills. Gwills is building up towards that Mangan Sumo hand.
Yeah, there's a second 3-man. There is an orchid shape in that 1-2 bamboo there, but we've seen entirely tonight and like across the league that just a very good pickup in like a penchant field just makes the hand so much stronger. And I don't think Wills would hesitate to reach for this hand either. So I think we're shaping up to see a very explosive hand.
Yeah.
Looking around the board, it doesn't actually look like anyone really comes that close to his speed except for Jaffa.
Oh, Jaffa's Tempied, speak of the devil.
Yeah, and there's Tempai, yeah.
Yep.
So taking a Kanchan 4-pin as well.
Oh, Gwills might be in a lot of
trouble. Gwills is suddenly in a lot of danger. And I don't foresee them folding this because of how they've played the entire
they've got the Tuso. They're at least not wanting to deal into the Apatsu, but if their hand keeps making progress like this, that 4-pin may come out very quickly.
Yeah, the best case scenario for them is 4-pin Tunky. I mean, sorry, they draw the 4-pin and then just reach.
Yeah.
Except that 9-pin looks
Yeah.
The 9-pin makes the hand look very appealing, unfortunately.
It was like out of an 8-so or a 4-pin in that situation, and unfortunately they picked the 4-pin, which does deal into Jaffa for 3,900. Cheap though, relative to what it could have been. As we enter into South 3-1, Dora 6-man Jaff with the 2 Hakus. I don't really see anything else interesting. Yeah, Haku's pawned off. Wallaby's got nothing. Chewy doesn't really have all too much either. I think the closest competitor is probably Gwills, but they're 2 Shanten for. But it does look like a cheap 2 Shanten, unfortunately. Alright, that's an early Tempai, 1 4-pin. So interesting for Jaffa is that he can pivot to a Honitsu on a 9-so cut. So 9-so is okay. 9-so wasn't cut there, but if 9-so was cut in that situation, Jaffa can pawn and wait for the 2 or 3-pin Tanki and hope to draw another Sozu and go for like a Haku Honitsu.
Yeah. They're not all too far away from that either.
But for now, it's just got to shut down 1 4-pin wait and can just take the win whenever. Still 4 tiles left in the wall, but I guess always posturing your hand for something slightly more aggressive. Ishan 10 here for Chewy. Awkward waits abound, but they've got 1 Dora, so what are they going to do if they draw Tempai? Oh, well, yeah, if they draw Tempai, they can never really win unless they draw the 4-so, because all 2 are gone at this point.
Oh, nice fill. Very nice.
Very nice fill.
The problem is we're in a lot of danger here because you're not dropping. Whoa!
No, Dora just came out from Jaffa.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And now there's waiting for the 1-pin and 9-pin. 3 left in the wall. 1-pin is an overlapping wait for both players. So if Chewy or Gwil decide to cut it, it will deal into Jaffa. Yeah. So yeah, as. Ooh, that's a harsh tile.
This is. I believe this is what in the business we call a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
It's hard to envision them because they could cut the 9-so and be safe.
mm,
They do decide to cut the 9-so, but fortunately they've given up the tempo. Yeah, it's
mm,
it's still 2 tiles left in the wall for Wallaby. Oh, very nice Sumo on the 9-pin for Wallaby. Reached Sumo, draw a 1 for now. Okay, just reached Sumo,
that's
draw a
it.
1.
That's it.
1k, 2k moves us along to South 4. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see if players are willing to settle for their positions. I highly doubt a player in his position would really want to settle, but they might. 3,500, but the problem is that the hand that they've opened up with is actually a tad cheap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
no.
Yeah. Seeing how Chewy's been playing, I don't really foresee them settling for second place. You've already mentioned that the hand itself is a little bit cheap, but we, probably just keep an eye on it. They might draw into like couple reds, couple Dora to like get them over the line.
Yep.
The player I do see settling for is probably Jaffa.
Yeah.
I don't foresee a hand in like within reason that will let them overtake second unless they get like a direct hit.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with that.
yeah, and with that double haku, Jaffa will probably be very happy to just go, okay, whatever, I'll end the game here.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And also sends their competition down to a last place, which is always good for them. Haku could just nope. Okay. No.
Should probably also mention in the meta sense, this is the worst case scenario for what's their name? Comfort Fun is
yeah.
yeah,
This is definitely
because
the
this
worst
is
case
a Dark Flame and a UNSW Wonder is first second.
yeah. They're gonna have to
So
hope that Tanya Sensation. But
mm,
as it stands right now, it is pretty much the worst case scenario.
hand progression seems a little bit slow here. We do see Wallaby in Ishan 10. And a pretty good Ishan 10 at that. Lots of tiles they can draw. Here's Tempai, 3-6 pin.
4-7 pin.
Oh, sorry, 4-7 pin.
Yeah, reach Dora 1. They weren't able to get the 6-star for Tempai and go for Sanshoku Takame, but
Whew. I was about to say, depending on which way Chewy draws there, they're in a lot of danger, but danger doesn't matter if the danger just summos the hand.
Yeah. So a plus Simmer for Wallaby will send them to a very, very strong first place, and now all of a sudden it's not really going to be an issue of who gets first place. I think everyone is settled for the king, which is Wallaby. And yeah, Jaffa seems to have settled with their hand, willing to call off that 1,000 point and wanting to stick with third place.
I feel like Jaffa's situation is one of those situations where you kind of evaluate whether or not you want to settle hand by hand. And the hand they've picked up here is definitely a settle hand. Yeah. So unfortunately, nothing they can do there. Just pawn off the north and get the game over and done with, it looks like.
Gwills is the one with the interesting position because they don't need to build too much into a hand, but with Jaffa showing so much speed, it's gonna be hard to catch up, and especially because they need to draw it themselves. Like the only Yaku I can see here is like Pinfu, if you draw 1, something like that. And yeah, Jaffa is just so absurdly quick right now. Already in Shanten. Gwills is still what, 3 Shanten?
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Yeah, very quick dash here for Jaffa.
Early tempo there for Jaffa. Punch on 5
here's the assist.
Contra 5 is dead for now, though, unfortunately, for Jaffa. So, unless they can upgrade to a better weight, they're kind of swimming on dry land. Unless Chewie draws the 2. It's dead in the wall.
Right? That 5-man doesn't look like it's going to come out of Chewie's hand either.
Yeah, no. Okay, I can switch to a Contra 3-man instead of a 5-man. Yep. So Contra 3-man. Now it is 2 in the wall. A lot of winding directions that are going on in that.
So you can keep the 3-man and upgrade to a Furuchen Sun Menchan.
Yeah. Oh, 3-man is drawn, so there is one more 3-man left.
We should probably mention that Gwills isn't necessarily out their hand yet either, though.
Oh,
They've got
yeah,
a hand that can overtake 3rd place.
Yeah. They definitely have the potential to get there. But they need to make sure they don't draw 2, unfortunately. A 1-man draw would actually do.
Oh, and there's a 3-man.
3-man Sumo for Jaffa does end them in 3rd place. So we do have that Wallaby is in 1st place, Chewie in 2nd place, Jaffa Orange in 3rd place, and Gwills in last place. Alright, let's just jump into a different...
Oh, both games.
Yeah, both games. I'm just going to jump into this one because... Oh
no!
That's not...
Oh no!
That's not good. Alright, that is... So, we are currently in the perspective of Genji, who is card for fun, and they needed points. This is not a good position to be.
Yeah, this is in fact negative points. That's quite unfortunate, yeah.
So...
See, Alley Cat surging ahead with like, there's just a 61,000 there.
Yeah. Looks like Alley Cat is with the 8, so wait for Miku right now. Holding that Dora Tanki, want to go for that time. Dora 3. No, Dora 4.
I wonder what Genji was going for. They're rejecting 10, like...
Oh.
Yeah? Why didn't you just take the Tenpai initially? What are you doing?
Oh. Alright, they take the win. So
okay, it was calculated for Fu.
Oh. So we do see that Genji does take that 2-man win off of Alley Cat for Nan only, moving us to South 4. Now, I do believe that in Genji's position, has to at least take over the place. Cannot end in this kind of last place. So, we're going to have a look and see what they end up deciding to do.
What is the score? This is like a minus 60, minus 58 or something like that?
Minus 54.3.
Yeah.
So, unless Tanya Sensation also took a similar hit, it's going to be...
I mean, this hand is pretty good on its own as well. Like, it's Mahjong potential, so they can climb out of the hole here. Getting closer now as well, yeah.
Fortunately for them, the other 2 players are catching up very quickly. Russell already in Ishan 10 for Infu. And,
yeah, here's Tenpai. Yeah, here's Tenpai. The problem is 6-9, unavailable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 9, sir. 1 9, sir. Never say never. There's 1 out left.
I mean, this weekend has proven that 1 out's very probable to fill in.
Yeah. Alley Cat also may be in a lot of trouble if she draws the 7 so, and then she'd have to get rid of the 9. But the problem for Genji is that almost doesn't actually want to win the 9 so because they want the Tsumo. Oh, that sucks.
Actually, yeah. Well, it stings, except like you'd rather take the Tenpai, right?
Yeah. It just stings. But yeah, Genji. So if Genji can sumo this hand, they will go up to 3rd place. Doesn't matter which way. But yeah, there's only 1 tile left. So. Oh, Tenpai waiting for the 3-6-9 so for Alley Cat. So Alley Cat now dominating Genji's hand by 1-3 so not really super dominating. Oh, Tenpai there for what's with this Suji? Russell waiting for the 3-6 Oh my god. Alrighty.
Where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before?
So,
God damn.
Yeah, we had a similar case yesterday where the 4-man, it was like the 1-4-man or the 1-4-7-man Suji was super eaten up by like 3 different hands. So, another case of that happening right now. 1-3 so and 1-9 so, and those are the only live weights in the wall. If Genji cuts the 3 so, Alley Cat will Atamahane. Russell, if Russell cannot deal in, and Alley Cat cannot deal in, so Genji is swimming on dry land, right?
Just looking at Genji's pond, it is so sad seeing all those Pinzu. It is a lot of pain seeing all the Pinzu there.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Russell can. Oh, okay, Russell can deal in on the 9 so. Sorry, I think there's one 9 so left. Anyways, doesn't matter. Alley Cat summos the 3 so and wins a Hatsu Dora. Raking it in and settling Genji into last place is going to be very hard for Con. We have Alley Cat, Russell, Miku, and Genji. One more game? No, there are no. Oh, no, there is one more game.